Alright, well, today is Christmas Day. It's actually not, but it is opening day of deer season, October the 1st, so in my book it's just about as good as Christmas. So we're sitting on a permission farm of mine, but in a spot that I never have before. The farmer actually leases a couple of kind of 80s that surround this tract that he's got to have alfalfa like over my shoulder, or he runs his cattle around somewhere, so I don't know why, but I've never sat right here, but it sure is pretty. I got beans over here, alfalfa behind me, standing corn, and then basically all the timber and CRP kind of pretty far away. We're not trying to do much damage because the conditions are not great. It's about 90 degrees with a straight south wind, so full moon was a couple nights ago, so not ideal for big deer weather. But rest assured, the first doe that steps out in range is getting shot at. So we're going to sit it out this afternoon. We only got probably 2 hours to dark, so set up here in good time. We're just going to get quiet and see what the night has for us. Today is October the 9th. I've been hard after him, to say the least, even though it's early season. We have had some unbelievable weather off and on for the last 5 days or so. Up until recently, I really haven't had a giant to chase. I've had some good deer and had a great encounter on the first afternoon, and kind of putting together a little hit list here and there. But things all changed last night. I had a really, really good deer show up on camera. So if he does the same thing twice, boy, might keep me in trouble. So we're going to sit it out this afternoon. I'm still pretty confident I'd shoot the deer we saw opening day. He came out just basically right here to be a chip shot from this stand. So see how the afternoon plays out. Alright, well today is October the 10th. Spencer and I are back in the same tree as last night. We had a really nice 8 with great browse come out. Probably a little over 100 yards from us over here over my shoulder. He's feeding around in the cut beans. Got about 2 hours, a little more until dark, so we're 2 for 2 on mature buck sightings out of this tree, so let's see what the night has. Is that him? Yeah. That's him. In the beans. Come on. I mean, we're out of light. What day is it? It's like December 15th or something. Yeah, alright. Well, jokes aside, from whatever the nonsense we're talking about, today's October, October the 19th. And this was not my original plan for today until we got a probably 2:30 picture of a good one over here on this farm. So it's probably the downfall to cell cams is that, you know, whether we see them or not, we call it the audible. So I'll tell you at dark whether I'm thankful or I regret getting cell cams. Anyway, really good deer on this farm, but this place does not hunt well in the afternoons on anything out of the north. Really, this whole farm, you've got to walk through and blow your wind into the central bedding. But we had to hunt them, so we are way on the south side. We're not even 300 yards from where I've ever hunted before. Kind of out in this waterway, little ditch. But I do have the rattling horns and a grunt call, and with a random deer I've never seen before, once we get kind of close to legal shooting, I'm gonna hit them if I haven't seen them yet. So there's actually 2 shooters on here. Quasimodo, the broke neck rascal, and this new one. So at least those 2 and maybe more. So we're gonna sit it out till dark. Weather feels pretty good, but we're in the middle of nowhere, so if there's a will, there's a way. That's like midship, right? Yeah. Are you kidding me? Well, it's the next morning. It's been about 12 hours, maybe even a little more since the actual shot. So upon reviewing the footage, it wasn't as great as we thought. There was pretty good deflection. And we went back and forth all night between really trying to decide how far back is it, what's the orientation of the arrow, you know, how far is the deer quartering, if he is at all, yada yada. We went around and around, so we believe the best play was to just hang out here. So like I said, it's been 12 hours. My hope is that he went down in the bottom of that ditch and never moved. We slipped out easily, and hopefully he's laying there. So we're gonna get on the blood trail here. There's a trail down there too. He's right there.
Where?
He's freaking. he's
He never made it past where he stumbled.
He went 50 yards. You're lying. Dude, he went 50 yards. Oh my gosh. He didn't go anywhere.
He never even touched the ditch.
He never even made it to the bottom. Oh my Lord.
That is insane.
He's way tighter than you would have thought.
Right.
He died 30 minutes after we shot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. He's a sweet deer. Wow. Short twos with kickers off both. Wow. Well, as you can tell, it was a quick and easy recovery. It's hard to believe, but really he went 40 yards. From the last time I saw him running kind of over the hill into this ditch, he must have stumbled and went down right there. This farm is still pretty new to me. Spencer and I came in here this summer after me hunting it one season and decided to do a couple of bedding cuts. And boy, has that really changed this property for the better. Probably the other biggest key to this success of this hunt was being mobile. I curse hanging hunts almost every time I do it just because it can be frustrating and it's a little bit extra work, but the ability to be mobile and bounce around and not be kind of glued to one spot and really to just have the element of surprise. You know, when we snuck in here, from where we actually hung to where he was bedded, I'd be willing to bet was 100 yards or less. So this time of year, when they're not really moving a whole lot, it's really nice to be able to get in tight. Unfortunately, you know, the shot, it worked out. Wasn't probably the best shot. I won't make any excuse for it. That deflection was on me. I had a hole and kind of pulled it a little bit, but really blessed to recover him. He's a beautiful deer. I'm tickled to death.